All right, big fight this weekend. Adrien Broner was upset by Marcos Maidana. First of all, just your thoughts on the fight, Senior.
Well, first of all, I want to say that it was a good fight for him. I'm going to say that I would like to train Adrien Broner myself.
Yeah.
And bring him back to the top where it was. And when I say bring him back, not where he was, above where he was.
What do you think he's doing wrong now? I mean, obviously, a lot of comparisons made between him and Floyd, him doing the shoulder roll and that kind of thing. So where's he going wrong?
Well, the shoulder roll that he was doing, that wasn't Floyd's shoulder roll. I got to show him how to do the Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll, and then you'll see a different Broner behind him. Behind the other pair of shoulders, you'll see a different fighter. Here.
Do you think that's where a lot of fighters go wrong, is trying to emulate someone like Floyd, who's so hard? I mean, he's great for what he does.
Know, a lot of people do that. I mean, you know, people used to do it with Ali. Ali used to have his hands down. He danced with his hands down. You see a lot of people get caught like that, you know. And most time your hand, if you don't know nothing about your hand being down and where your hands at, keep your hands up. You know?
Going into the fight, how did you see it? Did you think Broner was going to win, and how did the fight go differently than you might have expected?
Well, you know, I didn't really, Maidana, I didn't really know that much about him, but one thing he did seem like he can punch pretty good, and by him being able to punch pretty good, that showed me that Broner's got a good chin behind him, so I think Broner's a good candidate for me.
Well, he toughed it out. He hung in there, especially when apparently he had a broken jaw. But do you think 147 is the right weight class for him?
That's one thing that I sort of went against. You know, Broner, to me, with his height and stuff, he should be a 35-pounder or 40-pounder at the most.
So 147 is not where he should be. What did you think?
47 is not his class, right. Not at all. He's not, his height is not, he's not tall enough. And plus, when you're in the 47-pounder, man, that's a good, strong class, you know. And like I said, even if you look at Floyd, even my son, my son's just a badass, as simple as that, because he really is too small for a welterweight. He can fight junior welterweight really easy, but hey, he do what he do. He got the skills, the mind, and the gift to do it. There it is.
What about this fight in particular that you saw that he needs to work on? Look like he's really open to the left hook and that kind of thing. Broner, in this fight here with Maidana, what did you see in the fight that he really needs to specifically work on? Like, he seemed to get hit with a lot of the same punches that he got hit against Pauly with. And
yeah, then he was getting hit over the top. Dude kept, it was kind of wide, but he was coming over the top, catching Broner. And man, something like that would have been real easy to roll off the shoulder. Right. You know, and hey, he didn't do it.
Right. And as far as power, you see that gets there. I mean, you think that was one thing that really hurt him there, was that Maidana didn't really have to respect his power. He didn't seem to be able to hurt him.
What about the power?
Do you think, I mean, the fact that he didn't really carry the power up with them to 147, Broner did, and do you think that was really helped Maidana a lot because he didn't really have to respect Broner and his power?
Well, he
kind of the way Pauly, you know, he didn't respect Pauly's power when they fought.
Well, Pauly, we know Pauly is not a big puncher, but like I said, man, Broner is a different thing from Pauly. You know, I'm just saying, he beat Pauly, but I'm saying Broner is a different thing from Pauly than he is with Maidana. He's a guy that can punch pretty good, but I don't think his punch was landing that hard. Broner's punches was landing that hard because he was throwing arm punches. You know, he didn't sit down on those punches. Yeah. See, most times you hear people when they sit down on the punches, man, you'll hear a grind or something. They're gonna do something, man. You gonna hear some kind of sound most of the time. When you put your power in with the sound.
All right. The last question. Obviously, your son is one of the most outspoken, verbal type fighters out there. Broner is obviously like to the next level almost. How do you think a loss like this will affect him, and should it? If you were advising him, do you advise him to maybe change his personality a little bit, or keep going where he is, or how do you think it'll affect him?
I ain't gonna tell him to change no personality. I'm gonna tell him to change his trainer. That's what he's gonna do. If you want to get where you want to get, it's on him what he want to do. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm more than glad with that. But hey, because I'm not the one that's trying to climb no ladders and talk stuff and get my ass whooped. So you ain't got to worry about me. I'm just telling you the way it is. If you want to get it right, you better take a bite off of this old man right here.
Right. So do you think, just to follow up on that, do you think it will? I mean, how when you have someone like that comes off a loss like that, as a former fighter yourself, how do you think that will affect him? I mean, do you think it'll change him a little bit as far as you know, his personality?
I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I think that he should come back, get his revenge. You ain't gotta say the first fight or the second fight. By the time the third fight, he should be good enough at that point. I done taught him enough to where he can do what he needs to do to stop this guy. I'm telling you right now, I can have him walk right to that guy. The same thing my son did to Alvarez. And don't get hit, fire back, take care of your business, stay on the case, and run your place.
So he does that and looks you up, he'll be good to go, right?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Floyd.
Yeah.
Got to talk to you. Bye.